Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports, and what a night it is for more dirt racing. You saw it last night. Tonight, a new league for us to broadcast for, and what a special one it is. The RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League. That is going to be where we're at here tonight. Knoxville Speedway. It is not Eldora. Man, oh man, we're going to change all that stuff around. Stuff is supposed to automatically do it, and it doesn't do it to me. So we do appreciate all the patience. I will be joined in the broadcast booth with James here in just a little bit. He's getting situated. We'll get all that stuff taken care of. And, you know, we like doing this. It's broadcasting at its finest. I hope everybody out there is having a great time. Give us a follow on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, of course, out there. We want to make sure that you get to see all of our action live each week. Now Mondays are going to be another thing to add. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be qualifying here in just a little bit. You see, Knoxville is already getting all heated up. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun. New series, new everything. It's awesome. I'm just making some corrections, folks. Appreciate you. I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic evening. We do have some watchers out there. Appreciate it. Get all your shares out there. Get all the fun. Watch parties have been hard for Facebook for some reason. So if you can start a watch party, do that for us. If you're out there on YouTube, give us a like and follow out there. Hit the notification bell. Go to twitch.tv/Signature Esports and you'll be able to take care of that. James is doing his thing. His mic is already hot. Whenever he is ready to go, he's going to join me here. He is enjoying his fine afternoon, I'm sure.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to be here on dirt.
Dirt racing is always fun. So what they're going to do, they're going to start out with a couple of heat races, and they're going to do a consolation race. No doubt we're going to see that. But also the feature is going to be absolutely special. A whole lot of fun, a whole lot of things to be had, and it's going to be a great broadcast. Thanks to Ken Byron and all the staff over there at RYCO Motorsports. Make sure that you go to ryco-motorsports.com, not only to of course, look at all their setups, but they've got paints over there. They're pretty awesome. We're going to see a lot of those featured tonight right here at Knoxville with the developmental series. There's a cap on the series. There's a buy-in for the series. It's a 10-race schedule, so we're going to have them for 10 weeks. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time with them. And at the end of the 10 weeks, somebody's going to walk home with a pocket full of cash and have, just exactly what they're going to be doing. Throwing the lap times up there for qualifying. It's like Justin Shiner's out there. We're going to learn some new names. We're going to learn some new drivers. We're going to find out where they're from. We're going to be able to talk to them, have a lot of good Dirt Series action all season long with these folks. And it's good to see a developmental league out there. RYCO Motorsports also has a league on Tuesday nights as well. So if you're not watching the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series with us over here at Signature Esports, make sure you get out there and you check out what they have going on. I would greatly appreciate it. We do enjoy these folks, and we enjoy what they do all over the platform from with iRacing, which I absolutely love. iRacing's been very good to us. All of our sponsors and our broadcast partners have been really good to us, and it's just been fun. Absolutely amazing time.
So the track looks slick to me. The lights shine. It looks like they will put like massive amounts of water on this thing.
Well, at the moment, with the way the dirt and the mud sticks in here, especially with iRacing, which I really, really like the physics that they have with this, you see the actual gleam of the mud that's in there.
Yes.
And there's once it starts wearing out, you actually start seeing it dry. And with this simulation, it's been absolutely phenomenal to see how they've been able to get that right now. I know that they're working on grass physics and some other things like that to make it a little bit more realistic in those settings. But for the most part, we want to make sure that we give credit where credit's due with iRacing, because they absolutely have gotten it right. I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, they have. Knoxville Raceway, legendary. I mean, this is a legendary raceway. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, once they start getting it right, we're going to see how these guys are going to be able to handle it, because you can see the physics of the tires. You see the tire tracks in there. The track state, I believe it carries over all the way into. I think it resets in after the heats, and then carries over from there. So absolutely fantastic drive off. Right there, we are following along with some fantastic drivers. Now, we don't have I wanted to give them a chance to utilize the driver information app that we have for the SDK gaming overlays that we use. And so we're going to give them an opportunity to do that this week. And then we'll be able to draw up their information. But we do have driver information for all these folks. This is who you're looking at there is Dan Lavallee. He's going to be a Canadian driver out there. His sponsor, A1 Plumbing. He is from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and he's going to be driving that 87 around here as they get everything ready to rock and roll. Hunter Crum, this is the 28. He's out there qualifying. New driver as well. NOS Energy Drink, Pit Logic, Elevated Racing Media, CSI Shocks, all over his vehicle. Of course, RYCO Motorsports, the main sponsor for all of that they do here, and this is their developmental series. What a great weekend that we had this past weekend. We had a lot of Signature eNASCAR Series action, and this week it's going to be nonetheless for the Signature eNASCAR Series coming back to you on Thursday. White flag waves for everybody. We're going to go to our first heat.
So this track opened in 1878 as a horse track, Jason. Can you believe that?
I've seen a lot throughout the season of dirt races that they've taken old dirt tracks and turned them into exactly that. Or they came from horse tracks. So that's absolutely awesome to see that they're still getting use out of all of the out of all of this. All right. Knoxville Raceway is where we're at. We're getting ready to get started with the heat races. Jeremy Prey, the 117 is going to be the pole sitter, fastest lap out there for that guy, 18.864. They're going to start right there on I believe that's on the backstretch. John Darby, the number 3, the Mid-South driver, is going to be there on the outside pole position. He was third fastest. Casey Foote, the number 10, there in the Florida driver, is going to be inside row number 2 with Evan Duffy. And then Adam Keating with Hunter Crum. That's going to make up the first 3 rows. They're going to grid around, take a couple of laps, get this thing ready to go, and they're going to run 10 laps in this heat.
Hunter Crum's starting in the back, but I think that 28 is going to be pretty fast.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely fast.
Pumped. Let's get it going, boys.
Pace truck.
I mean, 800.
Go ahead. You said, would you say
800 horsepower on dirt? It doesn't make sense, but they make sense of it.
Big Block Modified. It's a new addition to the iRacing platform, and man, I've been excited. I've driven them around. I do like them. They drive a lot like the street stocks, just with a lot more horsepower, and they really, really dig into it. So it's incredible to see how they've really gotten this right. They did the scans last year or this past year. It was the 2020, the end of 2020, and they added them to the circuit. And we're going to get ready to go. Fast times, fast fun. That's what we're going to see here at the Great Escape Knoxville Speedway. RYCO Motorsports E-Performance Development Series. Make sure that you go and check out all of what they do. Ken and all those guys up there, absolutely amazing. Pace truck's going to dive off. We're going to go green flag racing here in heat race number 1. Prey, Darby, Foote, Duffrey, Keating, and Crum. Green goes, and they are off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. 117 gets a big jump on the front. Darby there to the outside. Foote right there in turn 2. Exit is looking clean.
Yeah. Crum coming up on the inside and the back. He's coming pretty hard and aggressive.
Inside run from the number 28, 10 laps in this heat. Little swap in places, kind of what we saw last night whenever it came to how are you going to make that run, how are you going to make it stick. They're firm into the throttle. Prey out front, the 117, but he's got a little bit of company. Foote trying to put his foot down into the throttle and get it running.
Yeah, Darby's not going to let him out of his sight, that's for sure. He's going to keep him right there in his sights.
The 0 on the paint scheme, but the 3 in the relative. He is there running a comfortable third place. He's got about a 6/10 second lead over Keating and the number 6 right behind him. But Foot, Jeremy Prey, front 2. We're going to see how this times out, because 10 laps in a heat race may not seem like that much, but here around this track, considering it's almost a half-mile track, it does take quite a little bit of time to get around it, and the 117 of Prey is making this one technically his Prey. He is all over it.
Well, you got 40 turns of dirt, and that's working that steering wheel hard.
117 of Prey. No cautions during the heat races. The only cautions you're going to be able to see is going to be in the feature. But right there, you see the gap between 117 and the 10. It looks like Foot losing a little bit of ground to Darby. Darby's starting to make that work. That's what he's doing. He's all over the back bumper of the 10 of Foot.
Yeah, I don't know if the 28 of Crumb's got a problem or what, but he's dropping like a rock.
Hunter Crum back here in the back. He might be just trying to make it easy. Getting around the corner. These things are tough to drive, and this being a developmental league, the cap on the I rating was the big thing that I saw, which was nice. 2350 is the cap, so you're going to have entry-level drivers that have, the 1,000 to 1,300 I rating, all the way up to that cap of 1,350. They did have to pay an entry fee to be a part of it, but they're going to win a bunch of that money. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Prey out front right here, 1 second lead over Foot. The battle that I think we're going to start seeing in the next 2 laps is going to be between these 2 drivers. The 10 of Foot, I will have to ask him how to say that. The 10 right there, and Darby. Ooh.
Kading just got into the wall a while ago.
Adam Kading right there. Does look like he's still doing good. I mean, he's still, and what they do utilize here, what I've seen with a lot of the dirt racing, is that they utilize that wall to kind of bounce themselves off a little bit. These things can take a lot of damage, but right now the white flag waves here in Knoxville, brought to you by SCTV on Roku. 117 of Prey out front by a whole Kentucky mile. Knoxville, actually, technically it's Tennessee, but we'll call it a Tennessee mile. Knoxville all the way around. Front stretch run. 117 is going to win heat race number 1 by 1.25 seconds. Foot, the number 10, is going to be there in second. Darby, Keating, Duffy, Crum coming around. He's going to limp his way across and finish this race under green. So at least they all stuck it out. There was no major incident there.
And yeah, that was great to see. I mean, that's what I love seeing at dirt racing. My first dirt race was an outlaw race at Texas on the dirt track in 1999 or 2000. And I forgot, I sat in a corner and I didn't know. And the guy says, watch the bullets. And I said, what are you talking about? And about that time I got pegged with all these dirt clots in my face.
Dirt clots and rocks.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Joshua Hart is going to be your pole sitter, second fastest time in practice. And he's going to be there in heat race number 2. Joe Garcia is going to be starting on the outside, fourth fastest time in the qualifying out there. I say practice, but qualifying. The 114 is going to be there. Justin Shiner, new driver out there. Second row with Dan Lavalley. He's going to be there in that fourth place position. Scott Van Vossen, he's going to be the last car in there. James, you're sitting here with me. You're looking pretty.
Yeah. I'm just being a ghost out there. I'm just following him around.
Let's take a look at the race info for the track. The track temperature 61 degrees. Now that's cold out there.
But that means traction.
That means traction for the mud. Absolutely. That means whenever it grips, it's going to grip a ton. It's going to throw it up high. So you're going to, I guarantee during the feature, we're going to start seeing some of these drivers. They're utilizing that low line now, but I believe we're going to start seeing them utilize that high line, come closer to because that's where all the grip's going to be. That's where all that mud's going to be up there. So unlike with the NASCAR series or all the pavement series, you want to avoid what they call marbles. Here, you want them.
Right. That's traction because it gets in those grooves of those tires and just gets traction.
Remember to go to RYCO-motorsports.com for all your best setups out there. If you're not running RYCO, you're chasing it. Dirt oval track here. This one is a dirt oval, not a clay oval. Half-mile track here. And we talked about the track temperature, 69-degree air temperature, 41% humidity. It is blustery in the wind. I take that back. It's only 2 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies here, and they're going to be ready to go here. Pace truck's going to dive off. We're going to see Hart lead them around first lap. And man, if they can be as clean as that last one, this one will fly by.
Yeah, hopefully it's clean and they run just as good because that was a great opening heat.
Second heat about to get underway. Waiting for the green flag right here. And they take it. Green flag from Fred the Flagman. Off like a prom dress once again. Hart out front gets a nice little step out there, but Garcia is going to be right in his tracks. And I don't mean literally right in his tracks. He is right there making his own groove. Now he's going to follow him into the corner. He's going to drive a little bit more straight into the corner. Now he's going to dig into it. Midline run for these two drivers as they come around.
Yeah, I think Hart's just trying to get out front so he can get that second spot because Garcia's fast and everybody knows it.
58, 114 right there. Lavalley in third, Shiner in fourth. Van Vossen's going to be out there as well. Let's bring up the gap relative for you as they start to close the distance on each other. Inside line run from the 114. Garcia is on it. Look at him take that inside line. Hart on the outside. Backstretch run for the drivers coming into turn 3. That is a neck-and-neck battle for first.
Hart's doing a great job on the outside. That's interesting to see. So the drivers are paying attention right now.
All the dirt starting to spread up the track. We're going to start seeing that here in the heat races. It carried over from the first heat. How are they going to run right here? A backstretch run for the drivers. New camera coming up. There is that inside line stretch. Looks like Garcia is going to carry a little heavier speed down to the bottom. Still some grip left there, but that outside line running is going to be where Garcia is going to be holding his place.
Yeah, Hart's just back there watching right now. But everybody's taking note of that high line coming in.
Garcia switches lines. Lavalley there in third. He's going to switch his line. He was running a low line. Now he's running more midline. You're starting to see in your picture right there how it's starting to fade in the color. That's because all of that traction, all of that mud sliding up the track. Fourth, Shiner there in fourth. He is right there on the rear bumper of Lavalley coming into turn number 3. This is still a close race. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 2.
Yeah, Hart, like I said, he jumped out there he knew Garcia was going to pass him, so he can just follow him and see what he's got.
Hart there in second. Joshua Hart running away with it. He is from Houston, Texas. Heartbreaker Graphics, Savannah Auto Electric, and Wrath Racing, number 58. He is chasing that Joe Garcia. Joe Garcia he's doing a fantastic job from Merridale, New York. He has got Vector and Garcia Racing all over his lovely number 114.
What a flag on top of Garcia's New York car. That's something to see.
Not something that we normally see, but that happens. 114. Coming around the backstretch, he's leading him around half a second in front of the 58. Vector Graphics, or Vector Clan, it looks like, right there on the side of it. Good to see. RYCO Motorsports, remember, eperformance.com. I think it's RYCO e-performance.com. We'll have to make sure we take a look at that. White flag waves at Knoxville. Garcia out front. 58 chasing. The pole sitter is going to come up a little bit short. He had a nice jump. Lost the lead. Garcia held on for every lap. He's going to win it right here in heat race number 2. Garcia, Hart, Lavalley, Shiner, Van Vossen's going to come around. He's going to pick it up at the tail end of the field.
Yeah, I think Garcia has showed him what it's all about. That he's got him covered right now.
All righty. Well, we take that opportunity. We're going to show you RYCO Motorsports. All righty, so the guys are going to get out there. They're going to get out there and practice a little bit more. little feature warm-up going on for you out there. Good to see everybody. John Van Fossen, good to see you. Out there on Facebook. Willie's daughter, W_Piercer, she is out there. So these guys are going to warm up and get some more practice in, try to knock some stuff in there. It's going to be a lot of fun for all of these drivers. If you've got any questions about how to be a part of this league, make sure that you get a hold of them. Go to iracing.com, select the league section there, and you can apply for the leagues. It's called the RYCO Esports Dirt Development League, so make sure you check that out. I believe the league number is 5362.
Okay, so another track fact, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
The berm on the inside of that is still used as a horse track.
Hey. Knoxville Raceway. Knoxville Raceway, huh? That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
So, Darby, you know, he's got a great car, but I think Garcia is going to be the man to beat.
Well, we look at the last lap times. Darby, of course, ran in 18.95 in here, so he's got the best lap in the session right now. Let's look at those. So actually, I can pull that up. Last lap time, best lap time. There it is. Oh, come on, best lap time. There you go. Best lap time so far. Darby, who we're watching right there, he's got an 18.95, but Garcia throwing down a 19.10 just now. You know, putting down a fast lap is for qualifying is one thing, but getting out there and throwing down a comfortable race line, that's going to be the next part. So that's kind of what I'm looking at when it comes to these drivers and how they do it. The line here definitely going to change. They're out there warming up the cars. Track state's going to reset between here and the feature, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, because you can still see the glistening on the straightaways, and the glistening's gone in the turns.
Yeah, the turns you see, that's dried out, and on your screen, folks, you can see the cloud of dust just billowing and everything looking just a little bit more. It's just overall, it's very, very, very dusty. Actually, we can take and we're going to follow along here. We'll get in the cockpit view of one of these drivers as they're going around. Here's, of course, the mud. So let's get into the nose view. Here's the nose view on how they dive into the corner right here. This is Joe Garcia. This is the guy who won heat race number 2. You see him dig into the corner right there, how dry that dirt is. There's that berm that we're talking about there here at Knoxville. It's almost like a bull ring. Because you get up on top of that, it can disrupt your car and it'll throw you to the side. That's usually how folks here in Knoxville get off pit road. As they come out on there and then try to kick at it. Here's the number 3. Here's Darby. You see all that dust and smoke. The front run right here. All that dust it just means that they're not going to be able to throw it in there and throw it sideways. They're going to have to drive it more straight into the corner, which is not what you want with these if you're going to try to stay full throttle.
So I don't have to answer this, but do they still groove their own tires, or do they come grooved now?
I believe most of these guys in real life, they still groove their own tires. I know I've heard folks baking their tires in their ovens and trying to do all kinds of things. But for the most part, from what I've seen from real life racing over here at the Lake of the Ozark Speedway and calling races over there, that this is pretty much it's still the standard. And I'm sure that they have tires that come pre-grooved, but I'm pretty sure that they do it themselves.
But that's so cool. Have you seen them do it before? I've watched them do it back as a kid.
All right, track state's reset here. Here is the feature. That's not a warm-up, folks. Get rid of that. Feature, remember, RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League. A lot of fun. Still 9 races after this one. You'll be able to see these folks get out here and run. Caution laps do not count. Jeremy Prey is going to be the pole sitter. Joe Garcia won heat race number 2, so he's going to be the outside pole position. Casey Foot, we'll have to ask him. The number 10 is going to be there on the inside line. Joshua Hart, the number 58, is going to be the outside line for row number 2. John Darby Lavalley, the Canadian, is going to be out there in row number 3. Adam Keating, the number 6, has Justin Shiner to the outside. Evan Duffy, Scott Van Vossen is going to be there in row number 10. Crum, we saw him out there enjoying his run, so we'll see what that outside or that inside line does for him and see if he can get that car whipped around and get himself up there in first place.
140 turns to the left. I wonder how many turns they're going to have to the right.
Ooh. We'll see. You do know that these guys did have a fantastic heats, but now you've doubled the field, and it's going to be interesting to see. Logos on your right-hand side, SETV, RYCO Motorsports, Performance and Paint. Make sure you go to RYCO-motorsports.com. Check them all out. They've got some affordable setups. I've got a few of them. Signature Esports, of course, go to signatureesports.com and make sure that you check that out. Go to our shop, buy a t-shirt, have some fun. RYCO E-Performance Development League. This is where we're at. Feature 35 laps. Cautions are here. Caution laps do not count, and if it's like the real-life rules, I do not believe they're going to get waiver rounds.
Yeah, they won't get waiver rounds, and I don't see a caution coming unless they get crazy.
Well, it depends on who wants it bad enough. This is all for points, and for the ultimate prize to be the first RYCO E Performance Dirt Development League champion, and I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited to get this one underway. And definitely next week they're going to be at 4. They're going to have the 401 sprints, so we're going to see those guys run once again next week, next Monday night, same time, same bat channel over here at Signature Esports. Green flag waves. Fred sends them off. Cameras are flashing. They're loving it. 117 gets a fantastic jump, but Garcia is going to be right there.
Yeah, Darby got fortunate to save it. He got into another car. I don't know who he got into.
Side-by-side racing all the way to the back. Joshua Hart and Darby, they are side-by-side. They were side-by-side racing there for a little bit in 5th. There is Darby, the 00 on your screen. He is listed as the 3 on the relative, so we're going to see Darby doing his job. Garcia, 0.2 of a second. Now, Garcia took and bid his time. He got around Hart in that last race just nice and easy, so looking like he's going to pick his battles. Jeremy Prey, 1893 I rating. Garcia just under the cut line, a 23.16 on his I rating. Still talent there at a 2,000 I rating. That's top splits for most places, depending on how you play things in factor. 114 of Garcia taking a lead over from 117 of Prey.
Yeah, he ain't done yet on the outside. Prey's still coming.
Definitely going to be seeing at 35 laps with 11 vehicles on the track. It's going to start wearing. You can see the 117's tire tracks right there. He's losing a little bit of ground. Foot takes over second place from the 117. It does look like Hart is coming as well.
Foot just came out of nowhere. Where did he come from?
Oh, he came from 5th. And now he's up to 2nd. Garcia's
going to set the pace here. He'll see if someone challenges him, and if no one challenges him, he's just gonna set his own pace.
Well, at 6 laps in, there's still a lot of racing left to go. 29 laps to be exact as they come around. They're going to take the 6-lap marker, put right there in the tracks of Garcia. Patience is going to be where it's going to be. That once that inside line wears completely out, as you see Foot, he's digging. He was digging right there on that front stretch. Oh my goodness. Backstretch run. There is the 114-10 getting around and enjoying that ride. He is riding around that bull ring very, very fast.
Yeah, when Foot got dug in, I thought his rim dug in because they just put up so much dirt.
Well, he was on 3 tires. His front left side hit the bull ring and it lifted him up. He was on 3 tires, yanking and turning that thing all the way around. As you now see the 114 leading around, the 10's going to get it right to the back bumper. Look at that run.
All right, it's getting exciting. You can put a blanket over the top 4, which is nice to see.
Gearbox view from the 114-10 there to the back. You see it. A look at the 117 on the outside lane. That's how close this race is. You can almost reach out and touch the front right of the 10. I wouldn't recommend it, though. You'd lose a few fingers.
Yeah, Garcia, call him the Rebel with the Rebel flag from New York, out there leading the first race. Amazing.
10 laps in, you were seeing, here's the rear bumper of the 10. The 117 was closing the distance on him. He is still closing the distance. Look at the outside line run. The 58 of Hart right on the inside of the 117. It looks like some lines are starting to change. You're starting to see that outside groove come in. The 117 starting to make lines on the upper groove.
Well, Garcia just moved up. He's been on the bottom now. He just moved up. He's off of that rim now.
114 of Garcia coming around to the backstretch. Turn 3, how close they get to the wall. All the marbles that you see coming around. Good racing so far from all the drivers, but Foot starting to put his foot into it. He's stepping into the gas, and he has closed the distance on the 114.
I mean, Darby in 5th is still only less than 2 seconds out, so it's not over by no means.
Still a lot of racing left to go. Trying to find their own, all about points, where their finish is. 23 laps to go. There's a look at Darby. He's got Keating on the inside, the number 6, driving the Martin machine, and Shiner right there in the back.
Yeah, Prey hasn't gave up on that high line. He's been up there all night.
And he is applying the pressure to the 10 of Foot. And right now, it's starting to work in his favor because the inside line's starting to wear out. The 117's carrying that outside speed. If you can keep it turned into the corner and carry the speed, your straightaways are much faster. And that's exactly what he's doing as he come around. 21 laps to go here at Knoxville. The RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League getting underway. And there it is, 117 of Prey. Take it over the high line, gets around the 10.
Yeah. Garcia's moving around. He's up. He's down. He's doing a little blocking here, I think because he saw Prey coming.
I think he's trying to find the line that's going to work for him because the inside line has worn out, and now you're seeing it basically run the same line, midline to high line, out of 3 and 4 front stretch run. It does look like Garcia still utilizing a low dive, a diamond shape is what they call it. Inside a high line drift, and then coming back and around, closing it off on the corner.
Yeah. Garcia gets a little high there. I watched him in practice. He was getting high and getting runs off the turn.
Well, there's the diamond. He's inside, carries high, diamond's out, slides it down, carries it around. There is how that run works. And doing the same thing here on the exit of turn 3. High on 3. Exit of 4, midline run. That's the diamond.
Yep.
Foot got up to the wall a little bit there. He got back around the 117 of Prey. It looked like they switched lines. 117, he did get to the wall just a little bit, but he is still right there in the march. And also Hart starting to make some moves. Joshua Hart, the number 58, he is running that mid-high diamond just like the race leader is. Coming into the corner of the 117 to the inside. 58 is going to clear him on the backstretch. It does look like right here, that's the clear he was looking for.
Foot's on his bumper. Look at that. He's pushing Garcia around the turn.
Casey Foot getting around there, the number 10. He's going to make that clear. It does look like he is really, here's a slide job if I ever saw one. 114 of Garcia digs hard into the corner. He's going to carry the midline around. He's going to force the 10 to try to go around him.
Man, it's some good racing. I mean, he came out of nowhere. You got Hart, number 58. He's been back there saving his stuff maybe, and he's coming.
He was waiting to see who was doing what. The 10, diamond shape, 114 utilizing the midline. You see that diamond, how much speed they carry off. And that works into the advantage of the 10 as Foot comes around. The 114 of Garcia still out front. He has led pretty much all but the first 2 laps. And here he goes. He's still continuing to hold that line as now the 10's going to try to apply the pressure. And, man, this front 2, this battle that's been going on from 2nd on to 4th, they've swapped positions so many times that it's just like you need a instead of lead changes, second changes.
They've been doing it, man. They've been getting it, and I'm impressed at how well they're driving these cars.
For a developmental league, that's awesome. I'm just saying. Adam Keating, the number 6, you see him right there. He's going to dive hard to the inside of Darby. He's driving the 00 and the 3. Darby is the 3, which is the 00. The 6 is the 3. It may be confusing to you, but it's good for me. I kind of dig it. Does look like Keating is really trying to make that inside line work for him, but Darby, he's just going to have to give it up for a moment. Slide job coming, swapping positions. Here's that slide job. It's going to work in his advantage. Keating's going to take over 5th place.
So Foot's carrying that left front tire all the way off of that turn.
We're going to watch him as they come around. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's over to the wall. A little bounce off the wall. It's going to carry that speed. He does carry the speed. Slows him up a little bit in the corner, but he's going to carry it all the way around. Just a little right side contact with the wall. And Foot is really running away with it. 1, 2, 3, and 4 have constantly been battling all race long. And I tell you what, 9 laps to go. It's not over.
By no means. I mean, you got 1 second and 4 places. People are going to get crazy right now.
Evan Duffy looked like he was involved in something right there. I want to go back and look at it, but the race is so exciting right here. I want to replay it, but I don't want to replay it. Joe Garcia out front, 0.6 of a second now, as it does look like Foot lost a little bit of footing right there. Caution comes out. It looks like that caution, I don't know if that was Evan Duffy. It might have been Duffy. Take a look real quick. Oh, it was Evan Duffy. He was upside down. 76. This is what happened. This is what brought out the caution. Oh, little bump. Got a little bit more sideways. That's all right. He hit the berm. Man. You got a helicopter there. That's what happened. You got a little bit of helicopter-ish. Upside down. That's where they are. Sitting in the corner. I wondered why the caution didn't come out for so long. That's crazy.
Right. So I wonder how many have visited that gas station across the street from this track.
Who knows? Let's take a look at what happened to Duffy right here from his point of view. Mind the mud, a little bump right here. Gets just a little hard, and he was still in the gas. Boom, up on the bull ring, and man, now he's upside down. Like, hello, somebody push me over. All right, folks, back to live conditions. We're going to see how it works. He's still sitting on pit road waiting for a tow. We're going to go up to Joe Garcia. This is going to be a restart's going to be good here because now we're going to really see how fast these drivers are going to be able to try to pull away. It's kind of a blessing for Keating, Darby, Shiner, and Lavalley because they're now caught up back to the field. Single file restart here, and somebody's going to send it. Green flag's going to wing. There it goes. Green flag waves. Red flagman sends him off. Garcia got a good restart right there. Starts on the green flag. Restarts on the leader, I do believe. Garcia, Foot, and Hart, Parade. They're back in the mix. They've got 7 laps to do it. And, man, they are running.
Yeah. Who cooled their tires off the best? Who's got the best traction? We're fixing to find out.
Well, I don't know about cooling them off. That mud is probably cold as all get out, but it's all that gravel that tears these tires up. And they've made it realistic. I wonder who's got a black eye out there in the stands here at the iRacing complex.
Probably half. You're sitting in turn 3, you got a black eye.
Coming into the corner, turn 1, turn 2. You see the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum back there. That still does exist there. 5 laps to go here. The RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League. We're going to call this a DDL, Dirt Development. These guys don't need no development. They are running away with it. Hart to the inside of Foot. Man, it's still not over.
No, they don't need no development. They are the development, They don't need it. They are. You can tell by the way they drive. They're amazing.
Well, so far, only one caution in this feature, and they're going to come around, take 3 laps to go. Hart moves himself back up into the mix, and he is trying to track down. He's got 3 laps, 12 turns, 9 turns, now 10 turns to get himself to the back bumper of the 114. The 114 utilizing the high line. It does look like Hart has figured something out because he is driving down across the bull ring and then straight up the track because 2 to go. He's closing the distance on Garcia.
All the way to the top 10, still in the lead lap. 1 car, 3 lap down. What a great race.
And that was Duffy who went straight up on the bull ring after just a little bit of tap coming to his way. 2 to go, Knoxville. Bull ring only took out one driver. Hart, foot, white flag waves brought to you by RYCO Motorsports. Go to ryco-motorsports.com for your paints and dirt setups. If you are not running RYCO, you are chasing it. Garcia, Hart, foot, Prey. What a great race so far. Checkered flag waves. Garcia's going to win it here. Second, Prey, foot, Darby, Keating, Shiner, Crum, Lavalley, and Van Vossen's going to come around. Duffy still on pit road as they come around. Congratulations to that driver right there, the 114. Garcia doing a fantastic job. And that was a great race. Digging it.
Hey, he said I can tear my car up now.
All righty. Well, let's talk to that guy, Joe Garcia, the 114. This is Jason over here in the broadcast booth for Signature Esports, broadcasting your win here. Tell us about your race. I mean, it was a great battle up front, and you did a fantastic job. Go over how this race was for you.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't qualify too good, but it came back in the heat race, and I mean, it was awesome. This car was hooking the whole way. RYCO Motorsports setups, that's where I got it. I just did a little tinkering to it, but other than that, I mean, this car was awesome. It was on a rail tonight. It was fun battling with Josh and Jeremy. Those guys are amazing.
Well, they did a fantastic job making sure that you stayed on your toes. James, anything for him?
Yeah, I saw you working the bottom early, and then right at the end, you kind of went up high. You know, you didn't slowly go up there. You bottom to top.
I mean, in the beginning, the bottom was hooking. It was really tacky. And then towards it, everybody started working and it started slicking out. So I just slowly moved up where it stayed, where the moisture was. And like I said, the car was on a rail all night.
Oh, what a fantastic drive off. Congratulations, Joe. Give your shout out to your sponsors. It's your time, my friend.
I got to thank Vector, the Vector Clan. They sponsor me, and they're a big part of the reason. Heartbreaker Designs for doing my wraps, and then the Garcia Racing. I mean, if it wasn't for those guys, I wouldn't be here today.
All righty, my friend. Congratulations. First winner, Knoxville, right here for the RYCO E-Development. I mean, the development, there was no development there. Congratulations, my friend. Joe Garcia wins it. Let's go on to Hart. Let's see where he is at. There is Joshua Hart. Joshua Hart finishes second place. Congratulations on a nice race. You guys had a great battle in the inside the top four right there. The number 58 on our relative here. Tell us how your race went and talk us through what was going on there.
Well, the race went pretty good. Besides me not racing this track at all before this race, I threw in Volusia setups, and it worked pretty good.
I see that. Well, I mean, you were sticking around the fourth place position, and then about 10 to go, we saw you turn it up just a little bit more. You found your groove, and you know, you just started really hammering it home and finishing second place is pretty darn good. The first race here at Knoxville.
It was fun just to white knuckle through, you know, the top four.
It was a lot of fun, man. All right, James, anything for our friend here?
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal job. Way to come out and, you know, throw the throttle down and let it all hang out. Great job.
Thank you. I just want to give a shout out for Wraith Racing and Savannah Electric and Auto.
Absolutely, man. That was my next thing. I always let you guys do that, talk about your sponsors and have fun with that. So congratulations, P2 finish for you, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks for doing the broadcast.
Absolutely. And somebody just joined in here already. Thank you, 117. Jeremy Prey comes home in third place. Man, you had it there in the beginning, and then you held on to second, fell back to fourth, and it just seemed like it was a great battle all race long. And once you found the high line, you really stuck it out there for third place.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky. I kind of accidentally deleted my overrid my feature setup with my qualifying setup. So it was a mad dash just to put what I thought I had in it, and I was lucky and it came in at the end on the outside. But It was kind of brutal there for a second.
Definitely didn't overheat. That's good. So, definitely a great run. I mean, James was talking about it just a moment ago. He was asking about how the drastic change from running the low line to running the high line, or using a diamond shaped pattern here, worked for the bull ring being such a big track.
Yeah, at first I seen Joe behind me, and I've raced with him multiple times, and I went on the outside a little bit to test it out, and then it was the wrong move, and I think, I don't know, second and third place blew by me, so I went on the inside, then the outside came in, and it's just I don't know, I shot the outside too quick, and I think I had a wrong gear, so I wanted to get the momentum going, and but it finally came in, so I got lucky.
Hey, you know what? Luck has nothing to do with it. You guys still drove a heck of a race, only one caution, and we got next week. We're going to do 410s next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this league. It seemed like a bunch of good guys driving in it, and I like how they switch back and forth. So
it's a good run. Well, but either way, give your shout outs out there. I want to make sure that you reach out to all your sponsors and everything that you do, my friend.
Shout out to Rafe Racing and my teammate Josh and Savannah Auto Electric for helping us out. And you guys for putting on this broadcast. Can't wait to watch it.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fantastic drive. Make sure you guys share it out there. And it was a lot of fun. Good race, and congratulations on a P3 finish.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jeremy Prey comes home third. Speaking of which, let's go over our race results. Pretty darn easy to look at. There it is. Joe Garcia, Joshua Hart, Jeremy Prey. They're going to be the top three. Casey Foote, John Darby, Adam Keating. And it may be Keating. I might be saying that incorrectly, but the number 6 comes home 6th. Justin Shiner, Hunter Crum. Hunter, you weren't driving that fast. You're good, Hunter. I promise. You were doing okay. Remember, developmental league. You were doing fine. You come home in 8th place. Dan Lavalley, Scott Van Vossen, and Evan Duffy, they all come home. Well, you see it right there. James.
Hey, Jason. Hunter stayed on the lead lap. Are you kidding me? That's a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I mean, considering that this is a 20-second lap track here, for you to be 4 seconds off of the leader behind, and just barely a second, just about a second off of the guy in front of you. That's a phenomenal job. And you kept it straight where this is dirt. This is dirt, man. You kept it going in the right direction. So congratulations to everybody. I hear nice, successful first race. If you want to be a part of the RYCO ePerformance Dirt Development League, make sure that you reach out to them. There is an entry fee for the league, and they have a Discord that you can get a part of and be a part of what we do over here. Remember, give Signature Esports a like and a follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and I'd appreciate that. Go to signatureesports.com, shop in our shop section, buy you a Signature Esports t-shirt, gaming t-shirt, buy yourself a hat. Do whatever you got to do out there. We would love you to do that. But also, more importantly, go to RYCO-motorsports.com and shop you some setups. If you are not running RYCO, you are chasing it. And, RYCO setups are king. I love that tagline. Thank you to Ken Byron and all the group over there at RYCO Motorsports. I'm glad to be a part of them. They've got some big news coming up here. Season 2 for RYCO Motorsports, and has everything to do with iRacing. So make sure that you keep that in mind, and thank you to iRacing for what they do as well. James, anything for you?
Yeah, man. Where's my Fred the Flagman shirt?
Oh, I've got that for you. What a great time. All right, folks. 410s next week. Hunter, you're going to be awesome, man. Everybody have a great night. We're going to be seeing you tomorrow night, Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Austin Harger doing my thing out there. What's up, buddy? You're going to see him racing tomorrow night. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Make sure you like and share all the broadcasts. Go watch some old stuff. Go to Roku, SETV on Roku, or Signature Esports TV on Roku. If you're going to search it in the search bar, just type in Signature. It should come up one of the first 10. I believe it is. Over 5,000 downloads out there. It's absolutely wonderful. Love you guys. Have a great night. And from me and James over here at Signature Esports, have a great night.